Water recreation is both fun and therapeutic. However, it involves inherent risks of injury and death. Before assembling your pool and accessories, please read all of the instructions, warnings, and the general aquatic safety guidelines in your owner's manual. This safety video is intended only to illustrate some of the more common safety practices associated with water play. By no means can the guidelines in our instructional manual and this safety video replace the need to exercise common sense and alert precaution required for keeping everyone safe when using your pool. Continuous and competent adult supervision of children and the handicapped is required at all times. Always use common sense and layers of protection when using this product. The scene we just seen might easily have become a real tragedy. Nearly 300 children under 5 years old drown in U.S. swimming pools or spas each year. Drowning can happen quickly and silently. Here are some of the common safety practices you can use to help protect your family. Isolate your pool to guard it from unsupervised access. Fences should completely surround the pool. Check with your local safety council or building authority for pool barrier requirements in your area. Gates should be self-closing and self-latching, with the latch out of a child's reach. If the house forms the fourth side of the fence, use alarms on the doors leading to the pool. Never swim alone. A swimmer who suddenly has a physical problem may need help to stay afloat or get out of the water. Use the buddy system. Flexible pool covers are not safety covers and have entrapped children. Do not rely on them to prevent drowning. Always secure ladders, chairs, pump, or anything children might use to climb into the pool. Remove toys that might attract children to the pool. Keep rescue equipment, such as poles and floats, handy. And keep a phone nearby in case of emergency. Closely supervise children, even if they are experienced swimmers. Supervisors should be watchful and competent to take any necessary action. CPR training can save a life, and seconds count. If a child is missing, always look in the pool first. Do not allow anyone who has been drinking alcohol to be in the pool or to supervise those in the pool. Up to 50% of water-related deaths are alcohol-related. Establish pool rules to ensure older children and adults act responsibly in and around the pool. Even adults can get in trouble if the water play becomes unruly. Post the rules found in your pool manual in a highly visible location. Make sure everyone reads the guidelines and is committed to their personal role in ensuring water safety. Be aware of the danger of suction entrapment in drains. Even adults can be trapped underwater. Check suction strainer fitting and fasteners for damage or tampering before each use of the pool. Never enter the pool if a suction strainer component is loose, broken, cracked, damaged, or missing. Replace or reattach it immediately. When visiting other pools or spas, make sure children do not play or swim near drains or suction outlets, especially in spas or shallow pools. Never enter a pool or spa with a broken or missing drain cover. Immediately notify the lifeguard or the pool manager of the defective condition. Please select instructional setup videos from the main menu at the conclusion of this video. It would also be helpful to review the troubleshooting videos before you proceed to the actual installation. See the manual for important warnings and additional safety information. If you have questions regarding setting up or using your pool, or wish to purchase Intex parts or accessories, please visit our website or in the U.S. and Canada, call our customer service department at 1-800-234-6839. Have fun. Be safe. Thank you from Intex, the leader in above-ground pools. The pool being used for this video is the 16-foot by 48-inch ultra-frame pool. Your pool may differ slightly in the number of parts involved in the assembly, depending upon size. Check that you have all the parts as listed in your manual. Do not start assembly if parts are missing. Call Intex Consumer Service for replacement parts. It is important to set up your pool on a completely level surface to keep the water balanced. The pool can become unstable if it leans to one side. Make sure the selected location is within reach by your garden hose and a GFCI type electrical outlet, because the pool should never be moved with water in it. Do not put the pool right against your house. Envision the traffic patterns around the pool and see where you can place the filter pump without people tripping over the electric cord. Some communities require fenced enclosures. Check with your city for local requirements. Before unrolling the pool, clear the area thoroughly of any object that would puncture the pool when it is in use. Ground cloths can also provide additional protection and should be carefully spread out to cover the area. Now you are ready to set up the pool. Unroll the pool liner on top of the ground cloth, making sure it is right side up. Do not drag the pool across the ground, since that may result in leaks. Locate the filter connecting holes. Make sure they are facing the area where you will put the pump. Double check to be sure that a GFCI type electrical outlet is within reach by the power cord. Allow the sun to warm the liner for easier beam insertion. Open the carton containing the legs and beams carefully, since it can be used for winter storage. Assemble all the horizontal beams and T-joints first before attaching any legs. Starting at any location, but always working in one direction, slide one beam into the sleeve with the flat side up. Center the beam between holes in the sleeve. Push one end of the beam into one of the T-joints until the spring pin pops out, securing the joint. Continue to assemble all the beams and joints. The last joint connection may be difficult to complete. To make the job easy, lift the last joint and beam a few inches and insert the joint while lowering the frame back to the ground. Attach the end caps to the bottom of each leg. Slide the swagged end of the legs through the belt located in the middle of the pool sidewall and inside the restraining rope at the bottom of the liner. Snap the legs into the 3-hole joints while aligning the spring-loaded pins with the holes. Double check to make sure that all legs are inside the belt loop and inside the restraining rope. Give the pool a good shake to settle all the parts and make sure all pins are firmly in place. Check to be sure all legs are nicely vertical. Finally, recheck the filter connector holes to see if they are still facing the area where you will put the filter pump. Make adjustments if necessary. Please set up your filter pump before filling the pool with water. Refer to the menu options to select the appropriate filter pump assembly video. This video is for the installation of the Intex model 56637 and 56638 3,785 liter per hour filter pumps. These are general use and assembly instructions regardless of your pool type. Please review the filtration chart section from the previous menu for daily operation hours after you've installed the pump. If you your pool comes with an Intex saltwater system, please refer to the instructional video that is packaged separately from the pool DVD. From inside the pool, insert a basket strainer into the lower connector hole and the pool inlet jet in the upper connector hole. Outside the pool, attach a filter pump hose to the upper black connector and the bottom pump connection. Use the hose clamps provided and position them directly over the black O-rings on the pump connectors. Now attach the second hose to the lower pool connector and the upper pump connector. Use a coin to make sure all hose clamps are tightly secured. Now check the filter cartridge to make sure it is properly in place. Carefully replace the filter cover, seal, and top cover. The cover should be hand-tightened only. Also check the top air release valve to make sure it is closed. The filter pump is now ready for use once the pool is filled with water. Before filling the pool with water, check to make sure the drain foot is tightly closed and that the cap is screwed on snugly on the outside. Spread the pool bottom out evenly. Again, check to make sure the pool is level. Now you are ready to add water. Begin by putting about 3 centimeters of water in the pool. Check that water spreads evenly across the pool. Then, carefully smooth out the wrinkles in the bottom, taking care to push the sides out as shown. Now resume filling the pool. The water level should be filled to at least 3 centimeters above the top pool connection. Overfilling the pool can cause accidental spillovers, which may cause property damage or personal injury. If this happens, reduce the amount of water in the pool and recheck to see if the pool is level. When the pool is full of water, open the air release valve at the top of the filter housing. When water emerges, close the valve finger tight. The pump is now primed. Observe the following instructions for safe operation of the pump. It is important to follow these recommendations when operating the filter pump. Never turn on the pump until the pool is completely filled with water. Do not operate the pump when there are people in the water. Use only a GFCI type of electrical outlet for safety. The filter cartridge will continue to clean effectively for about 2 weeks. At that time, check to see if it needs to be replaced. You can try cleaning it with a garden hose or replace it with cartridge number 59900 marked A. Please make a selection from the menu to access other instructional videos. Your Intex ladder comes with different features depending on size. Read all of the warnings and important safety rules in the assembly instructions before you attempt to assemble and use this ladder. Please follow the written assembly instructions carefully. This video was made using the 122cm Intex ladder. Your ladder may differ slightly in the number of parts involved in the assembly. Check that you have all of the parts as listed in the parts reference section of the manual. If you are missing parts, please do not continue with assembly, but contact Intex Consumer Service to obtain the missing parts. You will need one Phillips screwdriver and a pair of pliers or a small wrench to complete the assembly. The two-part ladder legs are marked A for the left side and B for the right. Arrange an upper leg A together with a lower leg A for one side of the ladder. Align the groove on the lower leg A with the notch on the sleeve as shown. Twist the leg clockwise to lock the two pieces together. Check that the two pieces are locked. Repeat this procedure for the right side, which is marked B. Arrange the two assembled legs so that the feet point outwards. It is very important that the steps are installed correctly onto the legs. side assembly will look like this. Assemble the other side of the ladder in the same manner. Final assembly of the ladder starts with the top brace or the platform in hand, depending on the size of your ladder. Fold one side of the ladder up and insert the top of the legs into the platform or brace. Be sure to insert the legs according to the corresponding letters as shown. Do the same with the other side of the ladder. Take a moment to make sure that the top of the steps are level to the ground and not slanted. Secure the platform or brace with the 4 long screws, washers, and nuts provided. Do not tighten until the final step. Next, install the U-shaped top rails onto the ladder. Then, use the 4 short screws, washers, and nuts to secure the top rails to the legs and platform or brace. Tighten all 8 screws with a Phillips screwdriver and a pair of pliers or a small adjustable wrench. Make sure all 8 are tight. It is important that you check that these fasteners are tight on a regular basis throughout the season, as well as at the start of next season. It is very important that the ladder be placed on firm and level ground, both outside the pool and inside the pool. Soft soil may become unstable when wet. The maximum load for the ladder is 136 kilograms. Please remember to follow the important safety rules and the written assembly instructions before use of your ladder, and retain the manual for regular review. If you have any concerns or problems in assembly, please feel free to call our Consumer Service Department or visit us online to check for updates. Please make a selection from the menu to access other assembly videos.